that'll make Rochester Razor Sharks as successful as they can be and try to get a win here.
So the Rochester Razor Sharks sending out their usual suspects in the starting lineup. It's been that way all year long for Rochester. Jerice Crouch, Keith Friel, Freddie Durr, Jared Carter, and Eric Walton. And it's almost as if we know the exact starting lineup for Lawton Fort Sale. Brandon Dean, DeAnthony Bowden, as well as Alvin Mims, the guy to watch out for. Rochester having a tough time with him. Jermaine Blackburn and Sean Daniels. It'll be Mims and Carter jumping it up here in midcourt.
You see them all shaking hands and giving everybody high fives, but you know that these two teams, the furthest thing they want to be is friends right now.
Nope, not too many pleasantries except for captains at midcourt. And, of course, that's when they get to meet the rest. Just underway here at the Blue Cross Arena, Rochester and Lawton Fort Sill. That three by Durr is no good, out of bounds, and it'll be Cavalry basketball.
Good try by Walton that time to get the rebound, but he tapped it away out of bounds.
So the Cavalry with their first shot on offense.
Yeah, you're right. It's, you know, we look at these teams and you'll say, oh, I know this, you know.
Daniels back to Bowden, and he loses Crouch.
Nothing new. Yeah, nothing new there. Sorry about that, Tariq. Nothing new there about him with the give and go.
And for the Cavalry, the reason why they're so good is they know exactly where each other are on the court, and they give that extra pass. Dean didn't have to do that there on the fast break, and the Cavalry out to a 4-0 run.
Yeah, if you want to be competitive in this game, you got to take care of the ball. You got to go easy with the turnovers.
Crouch in for two, so the Cavalry letting Crouch go on that one.
I don't think anybody had much of a choice. You know, you call them 0 to 60. Crouch goes to the hoop very quickly.
Bowden and Crouch, always a key matchup. Carton comes out. Daniels now with the basketball working against Carter. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Walton.
And Daniels with a quick shot up to the hoop to avoid the block by Carter.
Swinging it around.
You're not going to hear me say them two words together a lot, Daniels and quick.
Offensive rebound by Carter. Extra pass not necessary. Stolen away by the Cavalry. If you make a mistake, they will make you pay.
That's 3 turnovers I can count already, and we're not even 2 minutes into the game.
Extra pass and in for two. That is an easy lay-in for Ramon Dyer.
Sharks just look a little confused, too. They don't even know who's taking the ball out on the inbound pass.
So Crouch with it, top of the key, Walton. Down low, Carter against Daniels. Carter just improving offensively every game he's played thus far this year in the Premier Basketball League.
And he's being defended on, like by Sean Daniels, who's 6'8". Again, Jared Carter's got 4 inches on him.
Nice save by Daniels. Unfortunately, it's to Jared Carter. Back the other way. Trailing on the play. Fouled. Can't get the shot to go.
And there's Jared Carter upset that he didn't finish, which is a good thing. I mean, you want to be able to still finish that no matter how hard you hit.
It's a good play there by Crouch, who was cut off down the baseline, and Carter working hard to get the ball on the other end before it went out of bounds, rewarded it on a trailer play.
Well, you can see him when they showed the replay. You seen him go in, and he's trying to make a shot like a layup. Go right to the hoop. You're 7'2". Dunk that ball. That'll finish it.
Carter misses the second free throw, makes the first one. 6-5 lead. Cavalry early on here in the first quarter. Bowden cut off. Now double team. Daniels with the basketball. Quickly out of his hands over to Dean for 3 in the corner. That's no good. Rebounded by Friel. Back the other way, Rochester. Friel looking. Stops, pops for 3. That's no good. Walton with the rebound. Walton against Mims. Knocked away. Picked up by Bowden. Cavalry back the other way. Giving up Mims. Pull-up jumper. Off of the fingertips. Follows through with the shot, and it's through.
Yeah, just a smooth stroke by Mims.
3-point lead for the Cavalry. 8:30 left to go here in the first quarter. Trying to get it down low. Dean kicked it. So it'll be Rochester basketball.
14, right, Jimmy?
Jarice set the inbounds. Carter gets it. Daniels giving him a little space. Friel able to corral it. Now to crouch down low, Freddie Durr. Durr poked away. Boy, do they get their hands up on defense. Do the Cavalry, one on the shot clock. Jarice glass and gets it to go.
So a 2-point bank shot deep in the, from Jarice Crouch.
He heaved it up at the last minute. Bowden off glass, gets it to go, and the foul. DeAnthony Bowden.
Yeah, he went right at Jared Carter too, and he got the ball to go off glass. You see Jarice Crouch going up against the shot clock. No, it was down to 0. Banks it.
And Bowden will head to the line to complete the free throw and get the 3-point play. So the Cavalry shot for shot with Rochester. That's how evenly these two teams are matched. 3-point lead. Nope, 4-point lead early on, as the scorekeeper was able to correct that last point.
At the request of the coach, Michael Ray Richardson.
So what was 3 is now 4, pending off that completed 3-point play. 7:49 left to go here in this first quarter. 11-7, the Cavalry out early. We'll be right back with more. You're watching with the Rochester Razor Sharks Broadcast Network. Back here live at the Blue Cross Arena, 7:49 left to go here in this first quarter. Cavalry up by 4, 11-7. Tariq Spence, Ed Barron with you, the Rochester Razor Sharks Broadcast Network. It's same old story. Cavalry come out, poke the ball away, get their hands up on defense, good team chemistry. We've seen this before, Ed.
Yeah, they just play so well together. They know where each other is on the court. A lot of give and goes, a lot of opportunities to cut into the basket, find the cutter, and getting them the ball.
Friel at the line shooting 2. First one is good. Meanwhile, Rochester sort of a potluck of scoring for them. Jumper here, playing in the lane there. No one really on fire thus far in this game. Spreading the offense around.
And here come the Razor Sharks. They're going to apply a little pressure.
Dean with it to Bowden. Right side. Dyer working on Carter. Fade away, that's no good. Walton with the rebound. Freddie Durr back across midcourt. 50th game for Freddie Durr in his career with the Razor Sharks today. As Jared Carter now starting to take that offensive role very seriously.
Yeah, he went up right against Alvin Mims that time.
Bowden Friel on him, goes baseline, gives it up last minute. Dyer blocked by Carter, gets it back, knocked away, picked up by Walton.
Good block by Jared Carter underneath the basket. Leads the PBL in blocks.
For 3, Freddie Durr, that's off the rim, no good. Rebound, Cavalry. Bowden back the other way, crouch to meet him. He is fouled. Bowden can't believe it, but it is an offensive.
That's a great job. Bowden actually put his shoulder into Jarice. You know, they complain about moving on the defense. Even though the defender is moving, if you plow into him, you're going to get called for the offensive foul. And that's exactly what happened there.
Game tied at 11, 6:40 left to go here in the first quarter. Dewar thought about it, now works down low to Walton. Walton against Dyer. Off glass, that's no good. Gets his own rebound, put back off the side of the rim. Can't get it to go, and he is frustrated. Bowden against Crouch, out to Dean. Dean, scoop layup is good. And he wanted a foul, didn't get it. 13-11 lead. Crouch, top of the key. Friel for three. That doesn't go. Out of bounds, and it will be Rochester basketball.
I was talking to some of the fans before this game started. They seemed ready to wait for Keith Friel to get hot, and it just doesn't seem to be happening this year.
Tight defense every single play. Whoever's on him stays close to Keith Friel. Freddie Durr working against Dyer. That one doesn't go. Freddie can't buy a bucket right now. Bowden back the other way. Out, swings it around Daniels. Nice little jumper in the lane.
They just make it look so easy, on the offensive end, the Cavalry.
Everybody touches the basketball. They move it around extremely quickly. They find the guy who's ready to cut to the hole, and they get it to him at the right time. Jared Carter off glass and in for two. The Jared Carter show just getting started.
Coach Michael A. Ritson asking the official for a travel call against Jared Carter, but it wasn't.
Bowden's jumper, that's no good. Freddie Durr with the rebound, back the other way. Bowden cut off, Crouch, foul on him. And Bowden will help Crouch to the ground after he pleads his case that Jerice traveled first. So, Jerice, okay, brings it across midcourt. 5:10 left to go first quarter. 4-point lead for the Cavalry. Working down low, Jared Carter seems to be the theme here in the first quarter for the Razor Sharks, working against Daniels. Off glass, that doesn't go. Rebound and foul staying here. Mims can't believe it. He's just saying, I'm fighting for the ball.
Yeah, well, as Mims was saying that he thought Walton was climbing his back. But I think they were both going, you can see straight up, and Mims was holding on to him.
Either way, Rochester basketball. Durr to inbounds. He has to find somebody. Finds Walton. And through the hands of Jared Carter, but right to Keith Friel. Free for three. That's no good. Rebound and Crouch. His putback. That's no good. Daniels with the rebound. And the Cavalry. Started away by Jerice Crouch and an easy lay-in. Quickly back the other way. The Cavalry come.
Sean Daniels just held the ball underneath the basket. You got to do something.
And that's a bad pass there by Dean. Crouch all the way. Mims trying to stop him. Blocks it. Good rebound there by Dyer, who boxed out. Walton almost with a steal. But the Cavalry keep it. Game tied at 15.
That was great defense by Mims the other way.
Daniels working against Carter. Back out. Inside, outside. Back to Daniels. 7 on the shot clock. Puts up a shot. That's no good. Dean crashes the rebound. Mims thought about a jumper. Takes it anyway and makes it. Alvin Mims. Just under 4 minutes left to go. First quarter. 2-point lead for the Cavalry. Freddie Durr, right side. One-on-one against Mims. Pulls it back. Down low, Walton. Walton against Dyer. That jumper no good. Tipped, saved, almost by Carter. Off the fingertips. 3:35 left to go. We expected this, Ed. We've seen this before. 2-point lead for the Cavalry. Could go either way right now. We'll be back with the rest of the first quarter here on the Rochester Razor Sharks Broadcast Network.
Inside the arena in the concourse. These participants have been invited to watch
Back here live at the Blue Cross Arena, 3:35 left to go here in this first quarter. Cavalry leading at 17-15. And a reminder, folks, you can check out 5 years of Razor Sharks, a photographic journey. It's on Friday, March 11th, as the Razor Sharks team, official team photographer, Brad Duroff, will be holding a slideshow presentation and a lecture at the Dryden Theater in the International Museum of Photography and Film. That's George Eastman House. And it'll be followed by a question and answer session and the feature film, Coach Carter. For more information, go to geh.org. And of course, you can see some of those photos online at razorsharks.com. A mirror image of each other, the Razor Sharks and the Cavalry. That's why this game is so close. Only 2-point lead for Lawton Fort Sill with a little less than 3.5 left to go in the first quarter. Mims to Daniels. Dyer back down low to Daniels. Gives it up Mims. Then to Dean. Dean trying to break down the defense. Scoop layup, no good, but the rebound and the putback by Dyer.
Yeah, Raymond Dyer coming out of nowhere, grabbing that ball off the rebound and put it right back strong.
Friel dribbles to the top of the key. Under 3 minutes left to go. Mims on him. Down low to Carter. I don't know if that was knocked away or mishandled. Either way, it's a turnover. Sammy Monroe able to jump to try to block and was able to pull a great defensive play there as the ball never got to the receiver.
Yeah, Dean tried to alley-oop here to Dyer again, but Monroe was right on Dyer, playing him defensively. Didn't really know how great of a defensive play that was.
And Monroe just into the game. He comes in, as does Mike Williams for Sammy Monroe. His 50th game as well for the Razor Sharks. So both him and Freddie Durr share that milestone today.
Close goaltending call there. Counts are going to the hoop. Got it blocked by Mims.
Daniels, easy lay-in for two. Bowden and Daniels working together. And 2:15 left to go here in this first quarter. And it's a 6-point lead for the Cavalry. Monroe works it over to Williams. Williams against Dyer. He is fouled.
They're going to get Ramon Dyer on the foul as Williams goes to the hoop.
32.
2:03 left to go here in this first quarter. And the loudest person in the building is Michael Ray Richardson.
Yeah, you know, you don't want to show up the official, and that's what he's doing right now. An official turned around and looked at him eye to eye.
So course, Michael Ray knows how to push all the buttons before you have to push the last one. And Mike Williams makes his second free throw. 5-point lead now for the Cavalry. Rochester with light pressure midcourt. Deep in the corner, Mims back out Daniels. Bowden to Dean. 8 on the shot clock. Cavalry, see how they bail themselves out of this one. Bowden thought about it. Now a double T from Council. Bowden gets it to go, can't get it to fall. Rebound Dyer, his putback is good. Hitting the offensive boards.
Yeah, that's against a 2-3 zone that the Razor Sharks were playing, and that is not supposed to happen. You are not supposed to get offensive rebounds against the zone. If you're going to stand around there and look, yeah, they're going to get the rebound.
Mike Williams gets it again. His jumper is good. So Mike from the perimeter, able to put that one down. Back the other way, Jared Carter traveling on Daniels, who saw a free open lane, but unfortunately took too many steps to get there.
Yeah, Daniels got a little excited when he's in the open lane that time. He got caught with the travel.
Swinging it around. Council working in Mike Williams. Mike, baseline block there out of bounds. It'll go the other way. So the Razor Sharks lose it. Cavalry will have it. Less than a minute to go. 5-point lead for the Cavalry. Still in the first quarter. Bowden trying to get by Council. Cuts him off. Layup, no good. Rebound of Jared Carter. 40 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. Council across midcourt. Dribbles to the top of the key over to Sammy Monroe. Down low, Jared Carter working against Daniels. He has it stripped away. Mike Williams comes away with it, and he is fouled.
Boy, real physical underneath the basket, especially against Jared Carter. Daniels throwing his body at him. No foul call. Jared just absorbing the body of Daniels. Still trying to get a shot up.
32.
Daniels that time getting his hands up and was able to swipe it away from Jared Carter for it looked like Carter was about to go in for an easy lay-in. First free throw there by Williams is good. And Mike Williams can make it a 3-point lead for Lawton Fort Sill if he makes this free throw. He cannot, and the Mims will come away with it for the Cavalry. So 4-point lead, about 15 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. Dean is double teamed, and Monroe and Friel frustrate him, and he's able to call timeout. So here is the tie-up here as Dean lost the ball for a minute, was looking for a timeout. Sammy didn't hear a whistle, so he's going for the ball. And the Cavalry get their timeout. So 13.4 left to go here first quarter. 4-point lead for the Cavalry. And things getting a little testy here, Ed.
Yeah, Coach Richardson, he's being warned by every official out there, and I'm not sure they're going to take too much more. And this is a terrible time if you're going to get a technical foul. This is a terrible time to do it because you have the ball. You don't want to do that. I mean, you can see the officials just right in front of Michael Ray Richardson taking an earful.
And he just is going in. And now shares a joke. Well, it's not, the official he's joking with isn't the official he's upset at right now. So we'll see how that joke goes, 3 quarters from now. Bowden.
Shot clock is off, so you got 6 seconds.
Daniels, he's got to make a move with 3 seconds on the shot clock. Gets it to Mims. Mims jumper. In and out, and it falls. Wow. What a shooter's touch. And that's the way the first quarter ends. 6-point lead for the Cavalry. 25-19. We'll be back with the start of the second quarter coming up next. You're watching the Rochester Razor Sharks Broadcast Network. Back here live with the Blue Cross Radio. Reminder, folks, next home game for the Razor Sharks will be Thursday when they take on the Kentucky Bluegrass Stallions. Doors open at 6:30 here at the Blue Cross Arena. Tip-off is at 7:35. And, of course, the first 1,000 fans, as we always like to do, treat the Rochester Razor Sharks faithful that walk through the door on Thursday will get a free 2011 Rochester Razor Sharks team photo, courtesy of @Sports TV and Canandaigua National Bank and Trust. Just underway here in the second quarter. Bowdoin cut off, swinging it around. Dean for three. Bang! Brandon Dean from downtown, and the Cavalry come out shooting to start the second.
Boy, they really have. I mean, what a shot. A great opportunity for the Cavalry to extend this lead.
And McCoy on the other end, can't get that to go. Knocked around, taken away by Williams, blocked, put back, blocked, picked up by Mims. Nearly had that stolen away. Back come the Cavalry the other way. Bowdoin against Council. He tried to go past him, picked up, stolen, picking his pocket is Melvin Council back the other way. The layup, not able to get it, tipped around and out of bounds. Rochester basketball.
Well, I'm shocked how calm and collective Coach Baker is on the sidelines. You can see here the stolen ball. Council gets the ball, comes all the way to the hoop. That ball might have still been on the rim when it was smacked away. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to stay Rochester Razor Sharks.
Inbounds from Monroe to Council. And Monroe with it, left side Dyer on him. He stops, pops, and takes the 2-point bucket.
Yeah, if you're going to shoot from that far out,
you might as well.
You look at the feet, step behind the 3-point line. I heard Coach Patino say, hey, if you're a shooter and you got the opportunity to shoot a three, shoot it.
Daniels can't get that to go. Rebounded Williams. And he's just looking to get it to a guard. Finally does get it to McCoy. Cross midcourt, 7-point lead. Jumper there by Council, who, during warm-ups today, I saw him warming up. Took a lot of outside shots during warm-up, more than he usually does.
Yeah, you got to get yourself comfortable out there, and that looked quite comfortable as it gets the Razor Sharks within 5.
Bowdoin jumper. That's good. DeAnthony Bowdoin, when you need it, he gets it.
You got to play D. The Cavalry are getting it done on the defensive end, which is allowing them good shots on the offensive end.
7-point lead for the Cavalry. Rochester with possession of the basketball. Freddie Durr tried to get it down low to McCoy. Tipped away by Bowdoin. Dean with it across midcourt. Over to Daniels. Daniels tried to get it to Bowdoin. Now Dyer. And they swing it around. Mims, the jumper. That's no good. Rebounded Rochester. Council back the other way. Finds McCoy. McCoy has that blocked and saved by Mims to Bowdoin to Dean on the fast break. Easy lay-in. Wow. And the Cavalry in full sync here at the Blue Cross Arena. Everything that they're doing is working right now. Monroe to McCoy. That's no good. Monroe with the rebound. Courtesy of Mike Williams right off of his hands. To Council. Right side, reset up the offense for the Razor Sharks. Council thought about step back. Freddie Durr. That's a 2. That doesn't go. McCoy with the rebound. He'll take the 3. That doesn't go. Rochester can't find the offensive button. Bowdoin against Council. Can't get that off the side of the rim. Rebound the other way. Ugly game right now on both sides, but more so for the Razor Sharks. Down by 9. McCoy can't get that to go. Blocked, fouled, and
the foul's going to be called
on Mike Williams. And it has been a block party here at the Blue Cross Arena. Razor Sharks almost have a lid on their basket and can't get any points going here.
Well, I tell you what, I credit the defense of the Cavalry to get them this lead and a whole new 5 players on the court for them.
Demetrius Howard into the game for the Razor Sharks, as is Eric Walton. Smith kicked out of bounds by Howard. Also Sean Fountain on the court right now for the Cavalry. 7:58 left to go here in this first half. The Cavalry off to a nice run. 9-point lead, 32-23. You're watching the Rochester Razor Sharks Broadcast Network. back here live at the Blue Cross Arena. The Rochester Razor Sharks just can't get it going offensively right now. Not sure what's going on. Their defense by Lawton Roch. Rochester not crashing the boards. It's been a few things. 9-point lead. Reminder to folks, the Rochester Razor Sharks are a proud corporate member of the Press Radio Club and the co-title sponsor of the 62nd Annual Press Radio Club Day of Champions Dinner, which will feature a guest speaker, Green Bay Packer linebacker Clay Matthews. For more details, gotta go on to RazorSharks.com.
Razor Sharks going to lead Clay Matthews' intensity to get back into this game.
Monroe off the dribble, thought about it, back out to Council. Big shot there, fouled it through, tried to save it, and does to Eric Walton. Cross court, Howard, that doesn't go. Mike Williams with the rebound, put back, he's fouled. Boy, the Razor Sharks just can't get the ball in the hole.
But you got to credit the intensity and what they're trying to do.
Coach Baker just confused. I mean, he can't get any shooters to make a shot.
But you got to credit this team. They're going after the loose rebounds, and they had 3 opportunities for a basket that last time down.
First free throw by Williams is no good. This is where you want to get him back at the line.
Absolutely.
Second free throw is down. So Williams once again 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Smith harassed by Council. Back over to Fountain. And they are moving the ball around. Blackburn, Fountain, Smith, down low Davis. Davis can't get it to go. Rebounded by Blackburn. That jumper's no good. Rebound Sammy Monroe. So back over the other way, the Razor Sharks come. 8-point lead for Lawton Roch. 7 minutes left to go first half. Monroe gives it up to Williams, fouled hard, and can't get that shot to go.
Good job by Sammy Monroe, and knowing where Mike Williams was going to be and hoping that he was going to make the cut. You can see on defense here, Williams going up. You see the Calvary having a second opportunity for a shot there.
So Devon Davis catches that foul. Mike Williams back at the line again. First free throw is good. And the Razor Sharks just chipping away here at this Lawton Roch Cavalry team's lead. 7-point lead, now 6-point lead as Williams makes both free throws. Just under 7 minutes left to go here in this first half. Smith, Blackburn, back over to Smith. Smith, Blackburn swinging around Fountain. Davis comes out for a pick. And Fountain is bottled up by Howard to Davis, knocked away, and Eric Walton says, with 2 seconds on the shot clock.
I tell you, you can credit Coach Michael Ray Richardson for that call. He was right in the ear of the official, the outside official, almost begging him to make a call, and he did.
So Jamal Davis at the line. The first free throw is good.
And unbelievably, Coach Baker walking by us in front actually says good call to the official. I don't know what's going on.
Not sure what to expect when these two teams.
I was just told Coach Baker said good call, Mike, saying it was Michael Ray Richardson's call. And as I stated, that call might have come from Michael Ray Richardson.
Monroe pull-up jumper is good. That was going to go down no matter what, and the Razor Sharks would do.
Yeah, Sammy looked like he's dissecting the defense and kind of trying to cut, dice, and slice his way to the hoop.
Jumper there by Smith is no good. Rebounded by Williams. Back the other way come the Razor Sharks, down by 6. Council had it knocked away, picked up to Smith. Monroe trying to catch him, can't get there in enough time.
Well, that was Melvin Council. Too much dribbling that time. Tried to dribble through 3 Cavalry players and got caught.
So Smith, who had the extra step on Monroe, was able to get the easy lay-in. Council, left side, Fountain on him. Howard, 4-2. That's no good. And a fight for it, a save.
Good job.
He saved it, unfortunately, to the Cavalry's Sean Fountain. Fountain thought about it, down low, Blackburn. Can't get it to go. Davis off his hands, back the other way, Rochester. 5:10 left to go first half. Monroe brings it back out, set up the offense. And Sammy Monroe tries to get it down low, knocked away. And back the other way come the Cavalry. They can't cash it in. And this game just is getting ugly. Council is fouled before the shot. Nope. Is that a tech?
Yep, technical foul on 55. On 25, which would be Fountain.
Nope, they gave it on it. Was it on Fountain?
Yeah, 25.
Okay, yeah. All right. So it is Sean Fountain. He's like, what did I do?
Well, it could have been anybody. I mean, the officials just had enough of everybody chatting, so Fountain was the one that got caught.
And the free throw by Council is good. At first they said it was Smith, and he is on the court. And now Smith and Fountain have words just to say, hey,
Fountain's egging on the official.
That's why Smith's yelling at him. So
Council hit the 2 free throws from the foul, and this is the one from the technical.
So now the Razor Sharks will have it off of that, and just like that, they can cut into the 6-point lead that the Cavalry have. So Cavalry lose their cool for a second, and it cost them a few points. Council to Monroe, and Davis just was able to alter the pass, and that results in the turnover. The ball's in session. I don't know what's going on right now, and so Monroe will give it to Council, and so there's just mass confusion right now.
What happened is Jermaine Blackburn threw the ball in right to Sammy Monroe.
So that's not a good idea. And then, so the 2 points will count. He said when he tossed it in, Monroe just picked up the ball before it went out of bounds, so the 2 points will count for Council. And a traveling violation on Davis. And Michael Ray is going to lose it. Michael Ray is going to lose it right now. So back the other way comes the Razor Sharks, who now have only a 4-point deficit to work with after this recent turn of events. Walton, down low, Carter, passing in for 2.
Good pass and good patience by Jared Carter. We're just going to get a stop and play right now just to figure out if that basket was good. One official was saying the basket was no good. The other official saying the basket was good.
And so now they're going to figure out whether or not they're going to count the 2 points. So the Razor Sharks would have only a 2-point deficit at this point if they're going to count the 2 points. If they're not, they're going to be trailing by 4.
That's right. And you know, this benefits the Razor Sharks because they've been playing so poorly this first half. The confusion is, and you know, you wonder, I've been wondering why Coach Baker was so, you know, he was so quiet and you know, not yelling or anything, but this may be it. Let them go out of, you know, let the Cavalry get out of control.
Yeah.
The basket's good. Yeah, the basket's good. Everything is the play is going to play on. Basket's good. The score should be 36-34. Cavalry up by 2. End of story.
So it is. And so Michael Ray is just trying to explain why the player did what he did. And so now it will be Cavalry basketball. They haven't taken the points off, like you said, Ed. It is still a 2-point lead for the Cavalry. They have possession of the basketball, and everything seems to be somewhat sorted out.
Yeah.
So back the other way come the Cavalry. Smith to Fountain. 13 on the shot clock, and this only serves the Razor Sharks. The Cavalry can't get that to go. Rebound, Rochester, and Rochester's been on a bit of a mini run since this all took place as Blackburn cut off Crouch as he was bringing the ball up court.
And Blackburn's actually going to be upset about the call. It's a good call.
3:45 left to go here in this first half. This second quarter has been bizarre. We'll wrap it up next here on the Rochester Razor Sharks Broadcast Network. Back here live at the Blue Cross Arena, 3:45 left to go here in this second quarter. 2-point lead for the Cavalry. This is the inbound here, where the ball is inbound. Now Sammy Monroe grabs the ball and is about to give it back, and Coach Baker is telling him pick up the ball and score. Score. You see him in the corner.
Absolutely.
And he gives it to Council. He scores. They count the 2 points.
And that's, I've commented all year on how the Rochester Razor Sharks take advantage of that quick in. That's a play for them.
That alley-oop didn't work, and Sammy Monroe's back foot was on the line, out of bounds. Cavalry basketball.
That ball went over the backboard, and Sammy tried to catch it. It didn't hit anything, but he was out of bounds.
And it wasn't, I don't think it was Fountain who inbounds. I think it was Mims. And that's what resulted in the confusion a bit, because he just threw it in. It counts as 2 points. We're back at live action. 4-point lead for the Cavalry. 3:10 left to go here in this quarter. Monroe measures a three, thought about it, and brought it back. Trying to work to get the ball down low to Carter. Finally does with 3 on the shot clock, and gets the hook shot. The full arsenal on display here at the Blue Cross Arena.
And that's, it's evident what they want to do, the Razor Sharks, and that's exactly what they want to do. Go to Jared Carter.
Smith with a jumper, and it's good.
This Smith just picked up a bad pass. Everything's dropping for the Cavalry.
Eddie Smith loves to make noise when he makes a shot. Howard thought about a 3, baseline pull-up, jumper is good. Demetrius Howard from the outside. Fountain against Crouch, pick set by Davis. Cross court, Smith open again. Can't get that one to go. Jared Carter with the rebound. 2-point lead for the Cavalry. Back the other way, the Razor Sharks. Cerise Crouch gets the shot off glass and in for 2.
And they tie it up, the Razor Sharks.
After all of this, 2 minutes left to play. This game's tied at 40. Fountain, top of the key. Decides to take the 3. Blocked there by Carter. Back the other way, Crouch. Crouch stops, pops, can't get it to go.
This place would have exploded.
Fountain back the other way, trying to go coast to coast. Cut off there, picked up by Howard, given to Monroe. He's got Walton, alley-oop, can't finish. And Coach Baker is beside himself right now.
Wow.
Davis against Carter, last minute pass to Davis, and under the glass he puts it in for 2. Wow.
And even with a bad pass to Davis, he still gets the ball and they still score.
2-point lead for the Cavalry. Rochester Razor Sharks trailing by 2, possession right now, but this place would have erupted had that alley-oop gone down. Monroe, pull up, When you need a shot, Sammy Monroe comes through.
It's so smooth.
Game tied at 42. Less than a minute left to go here in this first half. And the Cavalry, who were up by as much as 8 at one point and had a lead of 9, had to see it all go away here. Davis with a nice play and in for 2. 35 seconds left to go here in the first half. 2-point lead for the Cavalry. Rochester with possession of the basketball. Crouch with Fountain on him defensively. Trying to set things up for Carter. They just won't let it happen. Jamal Davis all over him. Sammy Monroe for 3. That's the bottom of the net.
Sammy, you just said it. When they need one, Sammy comes through.
That's a big shot, and Rochester has a 1-point lead. 14 seconds left to go here in this half. 9 seconds. Fountain versus Crouch. Fountain over, knocked away, picked up Sammy Monroe. 2 seconds, 1, he lets it go! Oh! Sammy Monroe! Oh, baby! Put that in the highlight reel as he lets it go before the buzzer. The bank is open on a Sunday, and Rochester will have a 4-point lead at half. That is how the first half will end. You're watching the Rochester Razor Sharks Broadcast Network.
Back at halftime with the Rochester Razor Sharks unbelievably taking a lead 48-44 against the Cavalry here at the Blue Cross Arena. I'm fortunate to be joined with the executive director of the local MDA, Muscular Dystrophy Association, Sally Kramer. Sally, I hear you guys had a very big event here at the War Memorial today.
We did. Every event we do, we like to consider as a big event.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. And I think one of the things that made it so great today was our partnership with the Rochester Razor Sharks.
Tell us what went on today. What was the event all about?
We had our MDA Muscle Walk today, and this Muscle Walk is a national MDA walk program, and it brings together all of our families that we serve throughout the greater Rochester and the Finger Lakes area. So what they are doing with us is the families come out. Typically, they're either here to volunteer or just to be a part of the event, and then we have a lot of families that are teams. So those teams raise the funds that support our local Muscular Dystrophy Association, which is of the greater Rochester area.
That's fantastic. And all that money stays here in this area?
That is correct, because we fund nearly 800 families, and we cover about 8 counties. So everything that we do, events like this walk, as well as other events that take place, are things that stay right here in your own backyard.
That's great. That's great. And I heard a number of 400 participants. Was that possible today?
It's very close to that. Due to the unexpected weather, I think we definitely saw a little downside on our numbers. However, the feeling was there, the heart was there. It was just an awesome event.
Well, everybody usually associates the MDA with Jerry Lewis and the telethon once a year. What else do you have going on locally that the community can step up and give you a hand with?
Well, you're right. Just to add on to the fact of the Jerry Lewis Labor Day Telethon, many people do know about that. That's our icon. However, that's our largest national fundraiser that we do. What we do here locally is what really makes an impact here, and we all do fundraisers for our own families. So you may know us for the Fill the Boots. We have our firefighters that are out there in the streets filling the boots for MDA, as well as our Shamrocks Against Dystrophy program taking place as we speak.
That's right.
So several grocery stores, convenience stores, you name it, they are out there and they are selling Shamrocks for MDA. Hopathon program, it's our children's disability awareness program, as well as many golf tournaments that we do, a large social event that is all about ALS research. So the funds for that social event, which will take place in May, on May 7th, for ALS Awareness Month, all those funds will be dedicated towards ALS research.
That's fantastic. And I know, I believe, I'm taking a chance here, but I believe I seen Subway with the Shamrocks, the MDA Shamrocks.
That's correct.
Okay, good.
Yes.
I'm glad that I hit it on the head. And I know the Rochester Razor Sharks and the Premier Basketball League love to be associated with such a wonderful organization, and they were glad to have you here. I seen some of the players with the warm-ups on the shirts, the MDA shirts.
Yes, we thought that was a really nice detail, and to have them involved with that. And of course, it all creates awareness for MDA and who we are and what we do.
Absolutely. And I know it's a wonderful organization, and we're really, really proud to have you guys here and a part of the Rochester Razor Sharks. So sit back, enjoy the second half of the game. We'll be right back with Rochester Razor Sharks. For the MDA Association, you just want to visit mdausa.org.
You got it.
Right? And so join and become a partner with MDA. We're glad to have them here. We'll be back. Rochester Razor Sharks leading the Cavalry 48-44.
Okay. Okay. back here live at the Blue Cross Arena. What an interesting turn of events for the Rochester Razor Sharks and the Lawton Fort Sill Cavalry. These two teams do not like each other, but they play great basketball games when they meet, whether it's here in Rochester or when they are at Lawton Fort Sill. 4-point lead, 48-44. Tariq Spence, Ed Barron with you. This game has been quite interesting. Lawton Fort Sill, offensively, they do what they always do. Spread the ball around, 3 scores, either 9 or 8 points. That's what they do.
Well, they come out like gangbusters, and they do everything right. They cut to the basket, a lot of give and go. Guys know where each other's at, and that's how they took such a quick lead in it. They would just come out on fire. Then you throw, the confusion on the defensive end from the Razor Sharks. They tried to go zone, that didn't work. They tried to go man-to-man, that worked for a minute or two. But then, you could see the defense here of Mims tapping the ball away. And just Mims with the sweet stroke, and the Lawton Fort Sill Cavalry really getting it done on the offensive end.
9 points for Brandon Dean. He leads the way for Lawton Fort Sill. Alvin Mims, 8 points, and 8 points for Jamal Davis. But this team does exactly this every time they come out. You never know who's going to score. You never know who's going to keep up the good points. One thing that they always do is they find a way to stop the bigs. Jared Carter, on the other hand, has presented them a problem today.
Absolutely. You could see the game plan. The game plan for Coach Baker was, hey, let's take it right to them with Jared Carter. And Jared has improved immensely on the offensive end. They just get him the ball, and he got that little sweet hook shot. He's hitting time in, time out today. He's just get him the ball, and everything else is gonna happen.
Jared Carter, second leading scorer, 11 points thus far in this game to this man, Sammy Monroe. And this is the inbounds that changed a lot of the game for Lawton Fort Sill and Rochester. Yeah. As you can see, it was Blackburn who inbounds the ball and just threw it out there, and he expected Monroe to pass it back to him so that they can inbounds. But Coach Baker was like, no, move the ball up the court, go get the basketball, give it to Council. And
Jermaine Blackburn threw the ball to Monroe. Monroe was going to give it back, was going to throw it out of bounds, but Coach Baker was on the sideline saying, let's go, move it, it's a live ball. So, Sammy did the right thing. He took the pass, and they scored on that basket. But, that's a quick in. That's what the Razor Sharks do that time in, time out. They have a set play for that. And after that, it's become the Sammy Monroe show.
It has been. That second quarter helped by Sammy Monroe, including a couple of key baskets. One you'll see at the end of the second quarter that was just incredible with time running out. He knocks the ball away, picks up the steal, able to stay inbounds, and maneuvers past one defender to get a shot off at the buzzer near midcourt to go down. Boy, is that interesting. He leads the way for the Razor Sharks with 12 points.
Yeah, absolutely. And he, even with that with the time expiring, he even had the notion to look up at the clock and see how much time was left. And what a great job by Sammy with his court presence, knowing exactly where he was. And, after that one out-of-bounds play, it was all Sammy Monroe. Sammy Monroe took control. And you could see him dissecting the defense, doing the right thing with the ball, getting in the right hands. And, and the Razor Sharks has got a halftime lead.
Only a 4-point lead. You'd think with all that work there in the second quarter, they'd have a bigger lead. But they had to fight for that 4-point lead. We'll see if they can hold on to it coming up next. The second half coming up. You're watching the Rochester Razor Sharks Broadcast Network. back here live at the Blue Cross Arena. Just about a minute left to go before we start the second half here. A reminder to folks, the Razor Sharks and the YMCA of Greater Rochester are teaming up to auction off past and present Razor Sharks player jerseys. And the money will benefit the 2011 Carson Center Metro Center YMCA Investing in Youth campaign. For more information, you can log on to razorsharks.com. A 4-point lead for the Razor Sharks, and the stats don't lie. 47% from the field are the Lawton Fort Sill Cavalry. Teams about even in turnovers and in assists. The team fouls for Lawton Fort Sill unusually high. The Razor Sharks out-rebounded in the first quarter, made up for it in the second, and steals about even, blocks about even. Lawton Fort Sill shooting well from three-point, as Rochester hit a brick in the second quarter, as a result in them 18% from beyond the arc. But the Rochester Razor Sharks right now have a 4-point lead. They trying to put a win in the category against this Lawton Fort Sill Cavalry team. Something that Rochester has not been able to do thus far this year. As a matter of fact, the last two times Lawton Fort Sill lost was one game this year, and before that, the Razor Sharks beat them in game 1 of 3 in the Premier Basketball League Championship last year. So the Razor Sharks can do it here at the Blue Cross Arena, where the winning percentage is about 75%, but against Lawton Fort Sill, it's a different story. And the Razor Sharks will send out to the court Jerice Crouch, Keith Friel, Jared Carter, Eric Walton, and Freddie Durr, the usual starting five. And for the Cavalry, it will be their starting five of Daniels, Dyer, Dean, Bowden, and Mims. And about to start the third quarter, Tariq Spence and Ed Barron with you as we get things underway. Always a close contest when these two teams meet. Daniels working against Carter. Back out to Dean. Dean, 7 on the shot clock. Freddie Durr on him defensively. Dean try to get it to Daniels, 2. He's going to have to put it up. The shot is no good. Rebounded by Crouch. Back the other way. Freddie Durr stops and pops. Can't get it to go. Dean with the rebound. Back the other way. Friel trying to stop him. Can't get the scoop layer. Bowden. Rebound. Can't get that to go. Carter knocked away. Picked up by Bowden. Over to Dyer, and he'll lay it in for 2. So the Cavalry draw the first 2 points in this game. Freddie Durr, baseline. Can't get that to go. Dean back the other way. Carter comes out, now Friel. Mims gets Durr in the air and then glides in for 2.
Yeah, way too easy on the offensive end for the Cavalry.
And Crouch, cross midcourt, just underway here. Game tied at 48. So much for that 4-point lead at halftime for Rochester. Carter down low against Daniels. And that hits the back of the rim, the front of the rim, but doesn't go down. Bowden back the other way to Dyer from Daniels. Cut off there by Walton. Dyer bring it back out. 12 on the shot clock. Bowden goes right by Walton off of the foot of Carter, and they're going to say kick ball. So 14 back on the shot clock for the Cavalry, and they will inbound. And no one's there to inbounds the ball, so Daniel says he'll do it. And Bowden will get it. Bowden trying to get by Crouch. Puts up the shot, can't get it to go. Tries to steal it away from Carter off of the rebound, but Carter able to defend the basketball. And Crouch working to Walton. Walton against Mims. And knocked away. Walton down low to Carter. Carter baseline, cut off, out to Dewar. 3-2. Crouch with a 3. That's no good. And 24-second shot clock violation. So both teams coming out here in the second half. Calvary put up two quick shots and they both went in. Game tied at 42, and that's where we stand.
It just seems like the Razor Sharks don't want to, go from the script that they were given at halftime.
Extra pass, Dyer blocked, but a foul called. And that's going to be on Eric Walton. As Dean made the extra pass, Walton was there for the block, but got a bit of the arm. So Ramon Dyer will head to the line and shoot free throws. First one is good. 9:10 left to go here in this third quarter. Second free throw is good by Dyer. Nice crowd on hand given the current weather conditions in the Rochester area. Nothing we haven't seen before.
It's sunny and 80 right out there.
Maybe in Florida. Not here in Western New York. Dean off the miss again for Rochester. Daniels put up a light shot. Bowden, the smallest guy on the court, finds a way to get it away from Carter again. Back out to Mims, one-on-one against him and Dewar. Dyer, a long 3. That's no good. Rebound at Rochester. Back the other way. Crouch thought about a 3, pulled it back down. Down low, Carter working against Daniels. Off to the side of the rim. That's no good. Bowden against Crouch, trying to go all the way. Out of control, was hoping for a foul to bail him out. Didn't happen.
It's great defense to Reese Cross that time, not causing a foul.
Down low, Carter working against Daniels. He reverse flushes it on him.
Oh, and the crowd almost all up together saying, about time. That's what you got to do.
That's what they want from Carter. They want his 7'2" frame to dominate in the paint every time. Dean against Friel, over to Daniels. Jumper, no good. Rebound, Rochester, but Dyer able to come away with it as both players collide, and Mims cashes it in for 2. So 2 Razor Sharks going up for it. And Dyer came away with it. Dewar, down low, Carter. Carter against Daniels. And the jumper by Carter is good.
Money. Jared Carter, money.
Seems to be coming up all 7s for Carter as Daniel loses Carter there and gets the easy 2. Dewar back the other way in open court against Mims, and he gets him in the air, and Mims just like, hey, listen, I did that to you. Turnabout is fair play. And now Mims wants it back, and they're going to get a foul on Dewar playing defense. So 6:48 left to go here in this third quarter. The game tied at 54. I know it sounds like a broken record, but these two teams love to keep it close. You're watching the Rochester Razor Sharks Broadcast Network. back here live at the Blue Cross Arena. 6:48 left to go here in this third quarter, and Jared Carter with a reverse flush there. And he has been unstoppable here in this third quarter. I think the ball should go down low to Jared Carter. What about you, Heck?
Well, I think that's Coach Baker's game plan from the beginning of this game. I think at halftime we have Bishop Matthew Clark in the house from the Diocese of Rochester, and I think they had him in for a team prayer at the halftime because Razor Sharks have come out here and it's tied game, and this was a Calvary team that looked like they should run away with this one.
Be sure to keep your eye on the website. The Rochester Razor Sharks website is razorsharks.com, where you'll find information on locations, sponsors, or where you can get free ticket vouchers. That's right, free ticket vouchers this Thursday against the Kentucky Bluegrass Stallions. Back the other way, the Razor Sharks and Cavalry tied at 54. And Rochester with a chance to take the lead here. That's one thing the Cavalry do. They keep their hands low. Any pass that comes in, they are able to knock away. They've done that at least 10 times in this game where they've disrupted the offense for the Razor Sharks.
Yeah, and they've reached for the ball, and they have success in tapping the ball away, causing that confusion. Don't forget, you only got 24 seconds to shoot. In this case, 14 seconds. So if you could confuse them and poke the ball away, just like that.
They do it again. This time, Dean, pull-up jumper, no good. Rebounded Dyer. Off his fingertips, Freddie Durr takes it away. 6:10 left to go, third quarter. Game tied at 54. Down low, Eric Walton. Walton against Daniels. Gets the shot to go. Eric Walton always seems to produce 2 points on a play like that.
Well, against Daniels, too, he's much quicker, and he loves that challenge. He wants to take Daniels right to the hoop.
Down low, back to Daniels. Daniels against Williams. Walton came over to help, but not enough as Daniels gets that to go.
Daniels with the big body just bodies his way down into great position underneath the basket.
Freddie Durr with Dyer on him. 13 on the shot clock. Friel trying to create pull-up jumper. Can't get it to go. Rebounded Daniels. Back the other way. Bowden. Bowden to Mims. Jumper with Durr in his face. Can't get that to go. Rebound Freddie Durr. Game remains at 52. Tied. Walton jumper. Good.
Yeah, Walton wasn't even guarded by Daniels yet. I mean, Daniels was on his way out, and Walton already had that shot going through the hoop.
Daniels a big man, but still able to get up and down the court. Not that time. Now he's going to work against Mike Williams. Gives it up Mims. Can't get that layup to go as he tried to squeeze it to Eric Walton in the rim. Freddie Durr fouled hard by Dean. And Freddie will head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, you could see with the last play down there with Mims, well, here's Freddie Durr going in the hoop. He gets hit hard by a couple of players. So he'll be on the line to shoot 2. But you can see Daniels gets the ball to Mims. Mims, there's a lot of contact. He goes to the ground, but he gets up and plays defense. There's no complaining. There's no arguing. He's the consummate pro, and he just jumps right back to play defense.
First free throw by Freddie Durr is good. And Smith wants to come into the game, and he will. Eddie Smith.
I thought he was coming in for Daniels. Daniels was asking to get taken out.
No, he comes in for Bowden. Huh. And second free throw by Freddie Durr is good. So Eddie Smith will run the point now. 4:35 left to go here in this third quarter. 4-point lead for the Razor Sharks. Crouch all over Smith. They're trying to get it to Daniels. Finally they do with 7 on the shot clock. Back to Smith for the reverse layup. Nice.
That's a great job by Smith. It's important when you're a big guy like that and you get the ball. You're going to have cutters going to the hoop. And that time Daniels found Smith cutting to the hoop.
Walton jumper. Oh, Eric Walton got it going today here in the third quarter. Smith down low to Daniels. That's how they worked it before. Daniels now gives it up last minute to Dyer, and it's the same play. Daniels draws in the offense, or the defense for the Razor Sharks, makes the pass on the cutting player. The Cavalry running the same play, just a different person finishing. And Friel fouled as he was going up for the shot.
That's the third team foul, but Friel was on his way up, so he'll shoot two.
He'll shoot him when we come back. 3:33 left to go, third quarter. 2-point lead for the Razor Sharks, 62-60. You're watching the Rochester Razor Sharks Broadcast Network. Back here live at the Blue Cross Arena, 2-point lead for the Razor Sharks, 62-60. 3:33 left to go here in the third quarter. All threes here, but boy, this game has been really close. These two teams have been going back and forth all day today, and this is what you expect coming into this game.
Yeah, you absolutely do. If you're a Razor Shark fan, you hope it doesn't come down to this. It's more important for them to win this than it is for Lawton Fort Sill. But hey, you just got to feel that whoever has the ball, the last possession, is going to be in a position to win this one.
Friel at the free throw line. He's going to get 2 free throws, and the first one is no good.
Wow, you don't see that much, eh?
Rare miss for Keith Friel. Second free throw, make sure that he makes that one. So Keith 1 for 2, 3-point lead for the Razor Sharks. Light pressure, broken, stolen away by Jerice Crouch, back in for the lay-in, put back. Friel is no good. And Keith can't believe it, goes out of bounds, and guess what? Cavalry basketball.
Wow.
So a steal, Jerice can't cash it in, Friel can't cash it in, back the other way. Smith trying to go around Walton. His reverse layup is good. One thing Smith knows how to do is get around defenders and still make shots.
Boy, he was twisting his body. The ball had English coming off the backboard. All important, it goes in for him.
Now a 1-point lead for Rochester. Freddie Durr blocked out of bounds by Dyer. Rochester basketball.
Ramon Dyer, what a nice block on Freddie Durr. It looked like Freddie Durr had an open lane. Dyer comes from nowhere, all ball.
So Freddie Durr and Eric Walton will take a seat. Sammy Monroe and Mike Williams check in. And Jared Carter, back in the game. And Jared Carter is just abusing Daniels today.
I was just going to say, he's a little too far away from the basket, but he got himself in great position right around Daniels for the easy layup.
Smith working against Crouch, trying to get it to Daniels, and then they cut him off. Smith still maintains possession of the basketball.
Smith, I'm sorry about that. He tried to pass it to Daniels, but he got smacked away by Jerice right back into his hands. So he took the ball right to the hoop. Nobody there to defend him.
I know I just saw it, but I still don't see how he got out of that double team. I mean, he was sandwiched and was able to get free. Friel, free for 3. And they've been able to bottle him up a lot today, but he's able to get free for that 3. 4-point lead for the Razor Sharks. 1:50 left to go here in the third quarter. Daniels against Carter. Shot up, off glass, and in for 2, and Daniels says, take that. And now it says something to Coach Baker.
He's talking to Coach Baker and the entire bench of the Razor Sharks.
Sure, they want to get this ball to Jared Carter real quick.
Yeah.
Sammy Monroe, hero of the second quarter, with possession. Now 5 on the shot clock. Over to Sammy, deep in the corner, off of the foot, out of bounds. 1 second is on the shot clock, and Rochester has to realize that. So this is going to be a quick inbounds and shoot, whoever gets it, with 1:20 left to go.
You wonder if that's a kick ball. It's a kick ball. It's 14 seconds.
And a foul by Davis, and Davis can't believe it. It's in the act of shooting, so that puts Carter at the line with 1 second left to go. And that's what Michael Ray Richardson is complaining about. With 1 second, Carter touched the ball, put it down, got it up for the shot. And so that's why he said there was no violation. Why wasn't it called? Nevertheless, Carter at the line. First free throw is good.
There's a couple things going on here. First of all, Coach Baker was one of them. If it was a kick, the clock would reset to 14 seconds. They're saying, no, it wasn't a kick, but the 1 second Carter had it. They said he had it for 1 second. He did a lot with the ball. But he's fouled on the line, hits the 2 free throws.
4-point lead for Rochester, 70-66. Pressure. Bowden trying to get it away, nearly stolen away, and it is. Keith Frio left alone. They're not going to catch him. In for 2. He wanted a foul, didn't get it.
I was going to say, you said that too quick, they're not going to catch him.
Well, he had a nice head start. I figured they're not going to catch him.
But it's Keith Frio.
Smith, extra pass to Mims, reverse layup, no good. Rebounded Williams, back the other way. 6-point lead for Rochester. Jared Carter catches Mims on a switch, and they're going to foul him. And Smith and Mims are upset. They were just trying to frustrate Carter and make sure that they didn't have a mismatch on defense. So Jared Carter will head to the free throw line. 37.9 left to go here in this third quarter.
That's Elvin Mims. That's his 3rd personal foul, too. But this Cavalry, they complain after every whistle. It doesn't matter what's called.
And the first free throw by Carter, no good. Council into the game. He'll come in for Jerice. And the second free throw by Carter, no good. And so back come the Cavalry the other way. 6-point lead. They break the press a little bit from Rochester. And now Dean will go one-on-one against Williams, and Williams is called for the foul.
And that's only the 3rd team foul, so they won't get the opportunity to shoot yet. That's actually a good foul.
So Smith will inbounds, 24.9 left to go here in the third.
10-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
And Smith is saying, let me just set this up.